Wow, that's one of those plays that you call, and everything seems to happen exactly as it's scripted in the playbook.
I'm really out for blood this time, look. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. Heard they was sleeping again, say it no more. This is a rude awakening, kicking the door. Back and I'm better than ever before. Don't get it mistaken, I'm ready for war. I see the option, I'm up in the score. I catch a and jump in the Porsche. Follow the core and the back to the morgue. Take the sheet off and I some more. When I am done at the scene, I won't leave anything. You won't even know who was involved. Don't let me do it, cause I overdo it and do it till I cannot do it no more. All of the doubters, I'm proving them wrong. Back with the classic, I know it's been long. Heard they was missing me while I was gone. I smell the victory back up on top, and it's where I belong. Like it ain't to me, we making history. Fall through the misery, weather the storm. Can't let them get to me, no weapon form shall prosper. R&B all over my roster. I got options, I keep it right on the dresser. Next to the Oscar, applying pressure. Somebody stop us. Woo! Applying pressure, somebody stop us. Running my closet, go need a doctor, go need a doctor, go need a what? I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. So now they on my body. Made it to the top. Ain't no way that they can stop me now. They gon' say I joined the Illuminati. I got demons all around me. Tell me what they know about me, huh? I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the richest, heart in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we were not to ride nobody with, we're the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Denver Broncos. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Wilson going to come out throwing. This will complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now it's Wilson. Trying to find Barkley on the out route, and he's got it. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Jeudy. And got his man complete. A huge play there for Denver. 46 yards. Well, you normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into dangerous. Barkley, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Barkley again, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Wilson going to throw for him. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing now is Lance. And right away, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
What part do they went empty set there? No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson, he dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos go up by 2 touchdowns. They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get it. That one's caught. And now the lead moves to 16-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're already looking up at a 16-0 deficit. Still plenty of time to go, first quarter. But work to be done as they come up 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's Lance to throw it. Flushed out right. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. A young quarterback, Charles, running to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a 2nd time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens. Like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw, it's Lance. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out. Through the first 3 drives, they're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And they'll go for it. Lance. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Play action. Now Wilson. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Beating the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. The fullback dive held up short, and the 49ers are going to get the football back.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. Now Lance taking a shot for Samuel. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
Yeah, now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Throwing is Wilson. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. A good pickup there at 22. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson eluding the pressure right. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Wilson. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Wilson. This one goes out wide for Barkley. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
On 2nd and goal, Wilson. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So they decide to still go for it even after the 5-yard penalty, and they convert. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lance. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. On play action, Lance. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Play action, now it's Lance.
Escaping the pressure right.
Finding Gray going across the field.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark it down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
Now the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now you get to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Another shot to at least get on the board here. This is 3rd and goal. Well, Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. The defense tries a bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal, there's a huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Wilson back into his end zone. And he'll go down in the end zone. Down goes Wilson. It's a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
And he will have a 1st down as they're into field goal range now at the 30.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway
as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Lance's throw complete here to Ayuk.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. He's got Ayuk once again.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 11 yards for number 11.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Now the offense is going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
On 1st down, Lance.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Kawhi Williams.
And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
14, 19.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible, let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lance. And his throw here is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying, we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays. That the touchdown!
Deebo Samuel, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Niners are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime and sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
8 yards on the pickup.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in their second half blowout material.
Here's Wilson to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
36 power.
To throw again is Wilson.
That's caught left side by Judy. He's got room at the 30.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a 1st. Now it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Throwing is Wilson.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he finds Tyler Croft. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Now Lance.
He's got a man, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll go option to the short side. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Lance looking to throw it.
Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel with now his second touchdown of this third quarter.
And the Niners are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Alex Singleton.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as Thing. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
It's rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Lance now to throw.
Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Here's Lance to throw it.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Desperation time here. Lance. Over the middle, and he's got Gray. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Lance going to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Lance. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Danny Gray with his first career NFL touchdown. And the 49ers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Lance going to try to throw for this. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Broncos are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Wilson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are right back in this football game. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing sub-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this one is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
He'll buy some time right. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Lance. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
On first down, Lance. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
To throw again on second down.
Lance. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
The Niners on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Again, it's Lance.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Randy Gregory able to drop it for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down.
The Denver Broncos were happy to sign Randy Gregory to a 5-year deal this offseason. And they're certainly hoping that over the course of 17 games, they can get double-digit sacks out of this young man.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Broncos will take over on downs.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the pickup here, bleed the clock down, really about 95% chance of winning.
I'd say 95 or better. I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
Yeah, knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to know they're free.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the 2-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
To throw, it's Lance. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one we're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here.
Over the middle, complete. It's Gray.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lance.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but Man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Wilson wants to throw it. His throw incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. To throw again on 2nd down, Lance. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And it was a game where they were off and running in the 1st quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.